inaugural broadcast of Music Alive North Shore. I'm Paul Norman, and I hope to bring you some of the area's finest talent and from the best venues in the North Shore. So happy we're on stage tonight with Frankie Boy and the Blues Express. Frankie's known for his hot guitar licks and his cool beard, and he and his band are known as one of the best bands throughout the region.
We're gonna try another song for you while we still got you on the air, man. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate everybody showing their support for live music right now as we struggle to see where it's gonna go. So, if this is where it has to go for now, we're gonna bring you some blues, man. Now we're gonna play a song for you this one's called Losing My Cool, so I expect everybody to lose their cool on this song. And it goes a little something like this. When you look right in my eyes, girl, You make some men go crazy, baby, when you get up and walk by, girl. When you walk right past them, baby, they too choked up to say hi. But I'ma slide up there and go. Sweat all over, baby. When he looks right in my eyes. Come on! You appreciate that.
Hello, this is Paul Norman. I'm here with Frankie Monero, who has just entertained us with some of the great original compositions that he's done with his band Frankie Boy and the Blues Express. Welcome, Frankie.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
You know, this is a special day. This is our first recording of our Musical Live show, and I think you've set the standard. You have really come out strong with the kick-ass blues music, your interesting lyrics, the storytelling. I'm really glad that we were able to start this together. You know, one of the things that I thought was really interesting is how much your personality comes out on stage. Okay. You know, you're telling a story, you're talking to us in between sets, you're giving us some background about the compositions. So you wrote your first composition when you were 16?
I did. That's what I did.
So had you seen Buddy Guy, or had you just heard him? You said he was a major influence.
Yeah, so, it was my first time seeing Buddy Guy. I was at the Hampton Beach Casino. I was 16, and he sang a song called Who's Gonna Fill Those Shoes? So, you know, the subject of the song is all these great blues musicians passed away, and who's gonna fill their shoes? And I wrote the starting of that song when I was 16. We did an early recording, and it's matured up until now, and hopefully we continue to play it.
Well, you have to continue to play that song.
That's
that song was so kick-ass. I really enjoyed it.
Sir.
It was really fun, and to imagine that you started to compose that at 16 really says a lot about your music writing, and obviously it's developed over the years. You're whipping out songs that you wrote 2 days ago.
Yeah, we did that tonight. Something like that.
Well, everything sounded like you've been playing it for years. So tell us a little bit about what we're how your performance life, your personal life has changed with the corona isolation. I mean, here we are. People like you, people like Peter and Vickie here at Nine Wallis have taken the brunt of this. Not, obviously it's been challenging for lots of people, but what are you doing, Frankie, to try to stay grounded and positive and being able to create new music overnight?
I mean, there's definitely, I feel like as most people, for me especially, I develop routines, and then with everything going on now, well, the normal routine's got to change. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. So I'm doing more things, trying to stay active after work and whatnot, and so that's where it comes in. I find myself with all this new time that I'm noticing, oh, well, I can do this now, and I've never thought to do that because my routine's changed. So now I'm experiencing new things. I have more time on my hand. I've been going on bike rides to just clear my mind, forget about the news, forget about this, forget about that, cruise around. How many miles can you crush? Oh, there's a nice bench. Take a sit, look at the water, and reflect. So that's where a lot of kind of the creativity comes in through those times. I feel like just cruising around, looking down at the pedals and just the road, the dots, then going home and having, spare time to mess around on some tunes, some equipment, amps.
I think you said it well. You've got the time, and we're all focusing on something besides when are we going to make it home for dinner on time. I mean, we are all home for dinner on time. You picked up all that commuting time for work, and I think that it's interesting to hear how people like you have been able to clear their mind of the challenges that we've been having in this society and turn back to the basics and become more creative than perhaps you were when your head was blocked with, this and that and the dizzying array of news and everything else that was going 100%. On. So it's interesting to hear how you've been more prolific in some respects.
Trying.
And at the same time, you're challenged by not being able to get out and to entertain folks. I know you've been doing Facebook Lives, and when you said to me, everyone, when would you like the next show? I say, how about 24/7, Frankie?
Yeah.
That's the way I'd love to go. So, we are fortunate to have you in here on our first show. We're looking forward, as we said, to when the venues open up again.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get through the summertime. We figure out how we can socially distance. We do what we can because this is so important to everyone. Being able to hear inspirational music, things that make you happy during a time when you might have lost your job.
Yeah.
You might have lost your grandma.
But
you try to do the best you can. And I think that people like you are really helping, and we want to try to bring you to everyone else so you are able to reach the audience, the people who want to hear you,
I appreciate
and
that.
continue to bring your music to everybody.
We want to bring blues power to the world. Good old-fashioned fun. That's all it is, man.
We got to have fun. That's the focus. We got to have fun.
Good old-fashioned fun.
Well, this has been fantastic. Thanks so much
you.
for joining us today, and I look forward to when we can get you back on this stage with some people in here, making a little bit more noise than Peter, Vickie, and I were able to muster. We did pretty good, but I want a packed house.
More than enough, man. You kidding me?
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.